What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here. Welcome back to some DD2. Y'all know damn well there is a cyborg-only hardcore series coming. And before we get to that point, though, of course, we got to go through the game's tutorial. Now, part of the fine print in the patch notes is the tutorial was changed and shortened. So let's see exactly what that means. So we're starting right off. Now, before, of course, the tutorial was 3 maps. Let's see what we got for this one now. So we start off on the gates of Dragonfall, and we load right into Baddies Coming. So we'll have to see what this is all about. Now, like I said previously, it was 3 maps. You went through Greystone Plaza, and it introduced you to the absolute extreme basics of the game. But let's see what it is now. Now, it wasn't super long before. I want to say that you could realistically get through it in like 15 minutes previously. But let's see what it's going to take today. Now, once again, this is the tutorial. So, it's extreme basics here. And for someone, it's designed for someone who, of course, has never played any sort of really tower defense game, or definitely not a Dungeon Defenders game before. So just see what we got here. It said it was made easier too, which I don't get that part either, as it's pretty darn easy. It was pretty darn easy before. I mean, it's a tutorial, right? Alright, so it should just walk us through setting up a few defenses. Let's see what it tells us to do here. Okay, new wave is started. Each wave starts with build phase. Yep. Here comes old Betsy girl doing her business. And so far, it is exactly the same as the previous tutorial. It's just, showing us to how to build, how to repair, how to upgrade, all that good stuff. It's having us rebuild this stuff that Betsy just slapped down. And then it's going to have us build this lane as well. Let's see, when you and your team have finished building, hit G. Alright, will do. 80 mobs. We can always build out even a little bit more just to make the whole thing run a little quicker. Just blast on through it. I'm digging the cyborg so far. The cyborg. Is it wrong that I keep calling it a cyborg? Poor cyborg. Needs a cyborg skin for the cyborg. That's just gotta happen. I think what would be the ultimate answer here, I think that, they want to get players into the actual game as soon as possible. So even though the tutorial was not a super long thing at all before, they want to get you into the action of the actual game as soon as they can. Let's see, what do we get on this one? Do we have another something to do? Okay, a new hero has joined the party. Press F2. And it wants us to throw a flamethrower up here. Will do. That it? Yeah, I think that's it. Just go ahead and let it fly. Now... is that consolidated down? God, I've done it so many times, but I can't remember. But I swear I think that the Apprentice wasn't introduced until map 2. But we'll see here. We'll see how the rest of it flies. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, I think to get you into the action as soon as possible, I think the best thing would really have a skip tutorial button. If you could skip the tutorial, I don't see... I mean, people who have played any, you know, if you played DD1 before or whatever, you don't need this tutorial. Even if you've only, you know, say you've never played a Dungeon Defenders game before and you played, like, maybe Orcs Must Die or something like that, you definitely do not need the tutorial. But there we go. We made it through. And of course, we continue the tutorial with opening a victory chest and all that good stuff. So, let's jump through all the hoops here. And there we go. So, it says visit the Knight Commander. I think that is it. We'll go to town, and then we'll bounce right into Tavern here right after. Alright, yeah, and it looks like... Well, let's just see what it says with the Knight Commander. Is it going to kick us right into... our medals to unlock new heroes. We got the monk. Yeah, that's it. So now it bumps us into the regular campaign. So I mean, that probably shaves maybe 10 minutes off of the tutorial time. I don't think that's necessarily a huge deal. Like I said, I think that the greatest quality of life there, particularly for somebody like me, would without a doubt just be a skip tutorial button altogether. But yeah, there we go. That is the new tutorial, and we've got a fresh account ready to go here for the upcoming Cyborg only playthrough. I am just going to call it the Cyborg. I'm not even going to try to pretend, y'all. It is the Cyborg to me from here on out now. But that will do it for now. I just wanted to see what that was all about. And it's definitely shrunk down. It's 2 maps shorter. So you don't have to do Dragonfall Bazaar and Greystone. Now, to be fair, before, the regular quest line started you off, right after Greystone and jumping right onto the next map. So I do think this is going to be a really quick to run through, regardless. But that was it. That was the change to the new and improved shortened tutorial. So that will do it for this one. Thanks an absolute ton. Keep an eye out for Cyborg Only Hardcore, as it will be coming here soon. Thanks again, y'all, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.